Good morning. Good moon day morning. Welcome to Monday. Monday, this is the weekly messages for the week based off of the moon, the oracles, new medicine, new shamanic wisdom to pass down, and new energy. Things have come up about pattern, recognizing pattern. Medicine wheel came up twice. So it's kind of, I'm going to go over these cards really quick, and then I'll get into the readings. We've got the Thing, which the Thing in ancient Viking traditions was to settle diplomatic contracts and conflicts with wise counsel. Like you would go to the chieftain of the tribe and they would discuss the issues at hand, what was not working for them, contracts, legal disputes, and get to the heart of the matter. Then we had medicine wheel come up from the shamanic medicine. And this is talking about situations that will not resolve unless you act to change the outcome. Medicine wheels do represent past cycles resurfacing. And in the mystical shaman oracle, the medicine wheel again. So the reason I went through those first is because with that sort of oracles for the week, what that tells me is that there's patterns that keep resurfacing in your life. You're distracting yourself from them rather than taking the initiative to make a change. You may need to seek someone outside of you and whatever you're in conflict with. Finding a trusted advisor, somebody with wise or wisdom that can help you through this conflict. So let's get into it. Monday, Moon Day, 5/19/2025. The Thing, Viking Oracle. Make a firm decision regarding contracts and legal disputes. Get to the heart of the matter. Try diplomacy before you have to resort to a harsher means. Welcome wise counsel from a third party. You will be granted justice and advice as a gift if you are open to accept it. Medicine wheel, shamanic medicine. A situation will not resolve unless you act to change the outcome. Something from the past needs readdressed. You are on a wild goose chase. As you learn from an experience you're going through right now, learning the lesson from it opens up a new experience. And this new experience will be healing. The medicine wheel from Mystical Shaman Oracle. There's 3 parts to this. The essence is the 4 steps to become a person of powerful wisdom in order to bring harmony and well-being to the village. The invitation. Now this is steps. You can do this in a visualization meditation practice. You can do this physically if you know how to build a medicine wheel, or you can just simply face these directions and understand this. You might want to take a minute to grab a pen, write this down. So I'll give you a second. Okay, so the invitation is to make a medicine wheel, right? Now on a Native American medicine wheel, if you were looking at the circle face to face, south will be on the right or the left. North would be on the right. I'm trying to remember here because it's backwards, so it's fucking me up. West would be at the top and east would be at the bottom. So anyways, however you do your medicine wheel, it doesn't matter. As you enter the south, you ask yourself, what are you clinging to? What are you holding on to too tightly that you're afraid to let go of? Sit in the south and allow this to surface. Allow yourself to go through things that you know you're personally clinging on to. The core of this is, why are you clinging onto it? What does it do for you? And then that's where you usually find the medicine. Like, well, clinging onto it's actually not doing me any good. So you let it go. After that, enter the West and ask yourself, which relationships drain my energy with unhealthy obsession? So again, you sit in the West and you ask yourself, who am I engaging myself with that depletes me of energy rather than uplifts me with positivity, right? Or mutual connections where you know what I'm talking about. You go in certain crowds and it's just draining. It's like all superficial. It's all status. It's all complaining. It's all combative. It's all comparing each other. You know, it's draining. Me. And you're just standing there like, you know, most of the time, you're just in the situation because you don't realize it, but this could be the cause of your energy drain. Could be circles, could be a job, could be anything. Which relationships are draining your energy with unhealthy obsession? Sit in the West, allow this to rise, take note of it. Then you enter the East. From here, you visualize, just meditate. How would you like to live from here on out? You know, you can journal all this if you want. You know, just visualize stepping into the South, stepping into the West, stepping into the East as you journal all this down. How do you want to live your life from this point on? Did we go through them all? South, West, North, East. Yeah, and that's it. So now here comes the medicine of the medicine wheel. There is no more postponing your own healing journey. Find the strength to start and just boldly go. Now that you have all that information from your directions, your cardinal directions, you use that. Even if you don't understand it all the way, but you have it written down, you go with that and just follow it. Okay, so this is the week of the last quarter moon. Tomorrow is the third quarter moon. Third quarter moon is a part of the moon cycle when fruits from fruit trees that aren't healthy enough to continue growing and are starting to siphon some of the juice from the fruits that are going will fall from the tree. Their falling from the tree doesn't go to waste. It actually fertilizes the soil for the plants that are growing. Last quarter moon in Aquarius is about forward thinking, unconventional ideas, and a want for community or connection. And this comes by reflecting on one's past actions and priorities as we prepare for a new phase in life. Tomorrow the moon will be in, well, it is today too, but still, Purva Bhadrapada, which stands for the unicorn. Unique, eccentric, mystical being. So this is the energy you could tap into. This kind of energy that you'll be tapping into tomorrow. Like so third quarter moon, right? Do your medicine work, medicine wheel work today. Then tomorrow, use that as your seed of intention for your new phase coming up. This will be the inspiration to raise a spiritual person up in life, to help them speak well and earn money at doing so. The energy coming in is good for working for universal goals that uplift humanity. The energy that you'll be receiving tomorrow with third quarter moon helps you become more, or helps you just really resonate that you are a self-reliant person who possesses deep philosophical wisdom and original thought. You might find that you need time away from the constraints of societal rules and norms to process. You beat to your own drum. To you, following a path that has been beaten already is for beaten people. 5 + 1 + 9 + 2 + 2 + 5 = 24. Divine support, harmony, and intuition. Self-expression. 2 + 4 = 6. The Lover's card. Following your own path can mean going against distractions that lead you in the wrong directions. Follow mature, loving connections. Choose the tough decisions and take the moral and ethical route. Choose duty over desire. Ooh. So those were the reported energies today. This is the weekly energy. So it's something you can tap into all week until next Monday, next moon day. Let's pull some cards on this and then I will let you go. Wow, that was fast. Today I'm working with Copal next to me. This is Copal the Light, Copal Oro, Copal Gold. It works for the light. So you're welcome to some Copal energy. Bring some sunlight into your life. Speaking of that, we have the Pentacle of Shaddai, which is for the sun. It is the first pentacle of the sun, which Shaddai is the universal being that all things in the universe adore and obey. Okay, so let's shuffle some cards and see what we got for you. What's coming up soon? 3 of Wands, just on the horizon. King of Pentacles. That is like you're seeing good fortune come in on the horizon. King of Pentacles and 7 of Swords. This represents keeping things to yourself as you stay grounded. Don't discuss finances with others. Like a friend of mine used to say, the only person or the best person to hold or think about my money is me. Anyways. Okay, so you're dealing with a lot of burdens at the moment. Carrying other people's work, and you're assuming responsibility for stuff that is not yours. There's a lot of fast-paced energy here around your fulfillment. So as you've been carrying this heavy load, you're pretty much done with carrying it. You're done carrying other people's work. You're done assuming responsibility for things that aren't yours. And this is propelling you into forward movement towards fulfillment, happiness. Something's divinely guiding you, healing and support to you, actually. That's what this one means. It's the angels coming in with love and nurture to somebody who is just in the coffin. They're like, let me rejuvenate you. Ooh. You may be seen as an emotional therapist or like very wise with emotions. But also, this could come off to others who haven't studied their shadow work or studied their patterns, right? This could come off as very cold and distant, right? It's not. That kind of energy only appears this way to people who are out of control with their own energy and they don't know how to take it. But because you are in this energy, you're able to take a diplomatic look at their views, hear them out without becoming enraged or showing outbursts or anything, taking time away to go over what you thought and come up with a rational decision at the end. Like we go back to the Thing card. The end result is to walk away. This the wise choice. The healing the angels want to bring to you so that you can stand in your own emotion, your own energy confidently, is to walk away from these situations that are never ending. Start taking care of yourself. Like we said, the healing journey is up to you. Nobody can control you to take your healing journey, and only you can do it. There is showing here Spirit is bringing in a message to you. While you've been doing your integration work, your shadow work, you've been calmly overlooking an appearance, a society from a distance. Some criminal activities have went on, or at the very least, there has been ill intentions going around by people who have lost track of what is right. This is why Spirit wants you to stick to yourself for a minute. Getting grounded and practical, balancing your budget, taking care of your home needs, not really spending without understanding where your money's going, is going to help you overthrow some anxieties in your life. It's time to learn to keep what you have. And I think that's what is... Okay, so now I get a better understanding of this reading. You've been carrying a lot of people's problems. And as you put this down, it propels you into a better place where you feel actually fulfilled inside. This is where Spirit steps in to give you the healing you need, time alone to process your own thoughts and walk away from these ill intentions that have been going on. It's time to keep what you have. Stop giving it away. Okay? And when you do this kind of energy, it will make... People aren't used to you pulling back your energy. They're not used to you making them feel good when they're down. They're not used to you saying no when they want to consume your entire time, like all of your time, so that you can't breathe, do anything, go anywhere, can't get anything done. And that is what left you in anxiety. So start keeping your energy, bringing things, allow yourself to fulfill some of your own emotional needs, your own financial needs, so that you can end the anxiety going on. Final card of this spread. And in doing so, you'll be saving up to let go of these worries and moved. There's been a lot of talk on relocation. But what that could actually mean is leaving this anxiety in the past as you move forward. Now, as this person moves forward, they still carry the memories of it, but they are leaving a different situation for a more calmer approach to their life, living more abundantly than giving everything you have to feel stressed, burnt out, worn down, unhealthy, undernourished, just carrying everyone else's fucking problems. See? These don't belong to you. Shoot that energy away fast as possible. Drop it. It has nothing to do, none of it is yours. It's time to fill your cup. You did the shadow work within. You found what was missing, and you know how to fulfill your own energy, renew your own healing. You're probably a self-Reiki healer. Maybe you did Reiki in the past, and it just burned you out and wore you out. So you learned to do Reiki on yourself and keep your energy, right? This was an angelic gift that was given to you to raise you back to life. In coming back to life, you had to learn to keep to yourself. These two cards together. Keeping to yourself, because every word you spoke became a weapon formed against you. No matter if it was good, bad, healthy, positive, uplifting, it was used against you. So you learned to keep your shit to yourself and walk away from situations that were always trying to turn anything you said against you. Hold on to your things right now. This would be a good time to stop spending. Stop spending. Stop putting money where you know it's not gonna do any good, or it's just gonna be gone. In the past, the spending habits have left you with a lot of worry. It's time to move over to a better mentality, a more abundant, joyful, happy, positive experience. So let's get our second deck. As you let that process, I'm gonna shuffle. On the shuffle, it can be, since this came up, it can be difficult to be a King of Pentacles. It confuses people. Why don't you vent to people? Why don't you speak about what your likes and dislikes are to a community? Because we've got pattern recognition here. In the past, I'll go to a work scenario. I was at work and I was talking to one of my foremans about a person who every year at a specific time in life would have a meltdown and have a binge, right, where they would get intoxicated. And then how every 3 months there was a pattern in this person. And I'm like, I don't understand it. And he goes, that's because they're on a loop. They're on a repeat because they refuse to face what hurt them. So a person can only run so long from what's hurting them. And what they do is they distract themselves with all of this type of energy, just ill intentions, spewing your problems onto everyone, overworking even your closest of people, overburdening them with whatever's been dragging you down. So I learned to step back. I learned to observe patterns. And I journal with moon cycles and the numbers for the day and planets of the week with oracle cards and the specific cipher to reflect on my own patterns, right? So this is the shadow work that is helpful to show others, because shadow work isn't doom scrolling on Facebook and getting mad at everything that pops up. Shadow work isn't believing that purging your energies onto others is going to do anything for you. It's not going to. You need to get to the heart of the matter by recognizing your own inner patterns, face them. It's gonna hurt. It's supposed to. The hurt is how you remember. The hurt is what makes you appreciate the good. Walk into the next phase of your life with wisdom, clarity, and in control of your own self. This was a gift the divine gave to you to embody. If you're watching this now, this is already been presented in your life. This is the confirmation that yes, you need to put off the distractions that wear you down and burn you out and tear your energy apart with non-stop words with no meaning, right? Keep your energy to yourself and move forward. You have a abundant life ahead of you. So let's cure the anxiety with purpose. Time to refill your cup. Turn this worry upside down and replenish yourself. Ace of Cups is about renewing your energy. So I had a friend that I explained it to like this in a visualization. Imagine sitting on top of a spring well that comes up out of the water. The water rises up within you to heal you, restore your energy. If you notice, there's no music playing. I don't have any company here. After this video, I will not be on my phone, or I've deleted social medias completely. The apps are off of my phone. To renew your well without distractions of the outer world that is stuck on a loop, auto repeat. Because, and it's not like people are bad, it's media learns how to trigger distractions and insecurities in the mass majorities because they study your social media patterns. And they know how to interject things just at the right time to cause chaos and disruption so nobody's looking at the larger picture. Disconnect, renew your energy, and allow yourself to heal. Okay. You're very welcome. Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. You're welcoming in some kind of opportunity to put everything out on the table. Okay? No more lies. You're done with the lies. You're done with the pacifying nature. You've been through a lot. A Queen of Swords energy is somebody who has been very torn apart through life and gathered her own self back together to stand in her power. It's time for some clarity, so you must speak clear and true for clarity to come to you. You need to approach this with trustworthy energy, patience, calm, be practical in all matters. Take your time and be honest instead of overreacting. Stay patient and grounded. No more carrying the wounded mentality, right? Rise up. You have power, not wounds. You've gained power from these victories in your life. You use this as a well-used tool to align yourself in attunement. This is all based off of your psyche. You've conditioned to your mind hey, I'm not going to let this get me down. And it's time for you to channel that energy to move forward. Use your power wisely from now on. You have very daring strength in opposition. People may wonder why they cannot affect you. It's because you do the shadow work. You go within. You take care of healing yourself. You're not worried about somebody to do it for you. You're not the type of person who feeds off of a crowd or group of people. You feed off of your own energy, your connection to source, your intuition, and wisdom from past battles. So what didn't kill you made you very wise. There are some things you are going to have to leave behind as you look forward. You go and find what's missing. Here we go. 9 of Cups is someone who has found what they were missing. It's their turn to enjoy life. This here says there's still something, and that came up in our oracles. It's going to reflect on you all week. There's something that's missing in your life. Are you living for your passions and purpose? Or are you stuck in a loop of chaotic resurfacing past issues? Once you walk away, see, here we go. Let me put this in a different way, because people tend to take metaphorical tarot cards the wrong way. You need to find the wisdom within. So step away from distractions at the time so that you can find the light. This person isn't someone who has won a battle. It's someone who is going out to battle, right? But they're very confident. Why? Because they've done the inner work. When people have not done the inner work, there's no confidence in them. Everything is against them. You taking time to meditate, go within, calm your energy, ground, whatever your daily routine is an abandonment to them, right? And so you need to understand this. So not like, oh my God, people are bad. But you need to understand this so you know how to therapeutically discuss your needs and very intuitively shine your light with purpose. You've lived through enough. You're someone who keeps your truth out on the table, open, and you don't move fast because you don't have to move fast for anybody. This is what's leading you to a confident new phase in life. So there's show here of working with others, creating your own world through self-development and getting paid for your skills. 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, creation, creativity is inspiring you, masculine energy, planting your seeds. This is the very essence of your empowerment, your creative skills. And it's time to stop being delusional. Let go of being lost in fantasy for a while and focus your will towards your next endeavor. You already know where you're headed. It's time to channel that energy into this momentum. So that's the messages I have for you today. Last night, I got some very insightful downloads. And then I was like, wait a minute. Is this just thoughts, right? Because I have to remain skeptical mind, even towards your own thoughts. Because what came up is everyone will always favor themselves. That's what the ego does. So the end result is to put some trust in things you do not know. As a matter of fact, I want to read that to you. Gable, a gift in return for watching for your time. A gift in return, Gable Room. I trust that which I don't know. Knowing that even what I do know has a one-sided understanding. And a one-sided understanding can be questionable. I think that's what the ego taught me in my journey. The mind will always favor itself. This is why we do not place all of our trust in what we know. History, science, and math are always rewriting themselves, always new. Realizing that what we knew before was a step on a stairway. The stairway is infinite. What is infinite cannot be known. So I trust the divine, and that's good enough for me. So, a gift, Gable, in exchange for your time is to think about that. How many times have everything that you believed you knew been shattered? And not like shattered like somebody destroyed your beliefs or any of that crap. Your own inner self realized, oh my God, that wasn't true at all. This is the mentality, a learner's mentality. Open to new ideas, open to new... This comes from doing your integration work. That's how you became very emotionally intelligent. This is why you are stepping into an abundant life. So, that's what I have for you today. I feel like Spirit said stop. That's good. Peace out.